Okay,
Just
yeah.
it doesn't matter. You can start. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, look, I was pretty like I walked into the protest knowing I was probably gonna get arrested because the march started at 6:30, so I was fully prepared. The ACLU was prepared. I don't even recognize the legitimacy of this curfew. I don't even know how it could exist
Yeah, it's fucking
in this
stupid.
city. And now De Blasio is finally getting sued because it's basically all it is a way to stop the protesters. It's not really about a curfew. It's just about stopping the protesters, and they use the looters as an excuse to make this shit up to basically stop peaceful protesters. But like, yeah, yesterday we marched like 20 minutes maybe, and it was like 8:01 on the dot, and we were surrounded on all sides by like 300 cops. We literally hadn't done a thing. I mean, fuck the police. They in their other things they were like doing some shit like, putting glue in the turnstiles and shit like that, but nothing crazy. But like this kind of felt like revenge to them. I don't know. The cops were like pissed off, but
Oh right, okay.
yeah, they surrounded us like at like 8:01, and then they just arrested literally every single protester.
Jesus.
So there was like 300 people there. They just arrested everyone. The march was pretty cool. We marched through the projects, and like the overall vibe was super chill and relaxed until the cops showed up. Like literally, there was music, people were dancing. Like when we were chilling, like people gave some speeches. It was kind of nice, and like it really just felt like we were just gonna march and for a while, and then I don't know, like it didn't really feel like anything was gonna go down. I mean, until the cops showed up, especially these dudes. Everyone was calling them the fascist Power Rangers because they wear this like black armor and they ride around on these bikes like really fast, like tough guys.
Them. It's really
they're like going really fast with their black armor on. They're like, ugh, as soon as those guys showed up, I was like, oh fuck, like this is not gonna go well because they trapped us in this narrow street like this. So there's like 300 people in like this small space, and cops on either side, and they're pushing in. So we're just getting squeezed together, and then you just hear like a white shirt say, "Grab them," and then they just rushed us. And like people weren't going quietly, so they started macing everyone, and they just started going like this, macing everyone, and then they just started whacking people with batons and shields. Like I don't know, it was pretty nuts, but it kind of felt like they were pissed and they had a lot on their chest and they wanted to get it out, and this was that moment for them where they could just finally just start beating the shit out of people. I don't know. People were literally screaming, "I'm not resisting. It's a peaceful protest," and they just would beat them. I mean, like it was weird. There wasn't that many journalists there. I almost wish that I was a journalist, but it was like a mosh pit gone wrong. People started to get, like in the mosh pit when someone falls, and people start to like trample them. Like usually they pick them up. It was like that, except everyone was just falling on top of everyone else. So there was people at the bottom just like literally being crushed, and I heard someone say like, "Oh my God, someone's hurt," and then, I mean, I got arrested like maybe a minute, like 2 minutes later, but I know there was three stretchers that came, and like at least one person had a broken bone. But just like from in that first moment, I was looking at this fat white cop, probably from like upstate, who's like here in the Bronx, and like he's smiling, right, and like this is the day he's been waiting for. And there's like a woman standing in front of him, not doing anything. And he just walks up to her nonchalantly and just starts bashing her on the head with his shield. Like, what's the justification for that? I'd love to hear it from somebody. And then to hear De Blasio say this morning, I haven't seen any evidence of police violence. Does he not have eyeballs?
There's like so many different videos of your specific like situation.
Yeah.
There's this whole thread this dude posted on Twitter of like describing everything that happened.
Yeah.
And, like it's got like hundreds of thousands of like likes.
So is it not? So are we all like delusional? I don't know. Like what is it?
Gaslight all of us.
Yeah. Okay. You're right. That's true. I haven't seen any police violence. They were just talking to us. But yeah, I mean, they locked us up. I mean, nobody was scared, and if their goal was to make us not want to protest and not want to do this again, it completely failed. Because literally the whole time we were just talking, hanging out on the bus, like, because they put us on a correction bus, they took us to the Queens Central bookings, but like we were on the bus for 3 hours just chatting. Like I would never have chatted with these guys.
That's
Like we all
insane.
became friends,
3 hours?
and now we're like all of us were just talking about how we're going to be back the next day. I mean, I marched today.
You
In
did?
Washington. Yeah, I marched in Washington Square
Damn.
Park. Like, I mean, I came home after curfew because I didn't really particularly feel like spending a second night in jail. But
How was it getting home?
oh
What
well,
was the
no,
whole thing with
that's
that?
the thing. Yeah, I know Logan called you, and by the way, it wasn't easy seeing Logan thrown on the ground by
I
a
could
cop
imagine.
Oh
and
my God.
hit on the back with a baton. And she was saying I'm not resisting. And she was just standing there. But yeah, there was like I knew going in that the ACLU was gonna have it all set up for us because they're apparently getting so much money that they've asked for people to stop sending them money because they had so much money. And like as soon as we got out, they had food, water, cigarettes,
Amazing.
and they literally called us a lift back home. I don't know, like I felt like going to the thing last night because the other protests have been okay, but it seems like a little bit like what are they really accomplishing by marching around and sort of it feels more like a parade than like I don't know. MLK and the civil rights people were doing civil disobedience, not marching around saying whose streets are streets. Like
Which also
me.
is like I realized today is actually kind of a fucked up chant. Like nobody
Yeah,
should be
yeah.
saying that besides Native Americans.
It was actually it's funny you say that because it was banned at the rally in the Bronx.
FTP, right? Yeah, I read that.
Yeah.
I
They
donated to
banned
the bail fund.
a
Did
bunch
they
of
like?
chants.
Did you have a bail or anything like that?
No. I mean, we were literally being charged with the violation of a curfew, which is essentially like a ticket, like a summons. It's really a joke. Basically, it's just a way to like they put you in plastic, cuffs and hold you for a couple hours just to piss you off. But like it's so weird for them to think that this is going to get people to stop like protesting. If anything, what people witnessed is going to make them like become even more like involved than ever. So yeah, I don't know what the point of that was, but I guess just fun. I don't know. But yeah. But otherwise, how are you guys doing? Pretty good.
I'm all right.
Yeah.
We were so worried about you last night, but really just glad that you're okay.
Yeah. No.
It.
I really have to like be out there as an ally and be at the front, which is like literally why they call them the white walls. Like, I mean,
yeah.
They shouldn't even have to say that, but like it's like you can literally see the difference between how a cop will treat a white person and a black person in real time if you just send the people to the front. Because I mean, these cops when they arrested me, they were like, "Oh, buddy, don't worry, we'll get you out of these cuffs real soon."
They said that to you?
Yeah.
Oh,
they were like,
my God.
because they were like, oh, because I don't know what it is. Like, well, they're racist.
Yeah.
That's one thing, but like I could just tell. I mean, first of all, they were all really dumb. I mean, well, to be a cop, you have to have a 2.0 and a high school degree. So it's not exactly like Ivy League or anything. But like, it took them 3 hours to figure out how to get us all on buses, and like the actual guy who arrested me was not the guy who wrote my summons. So in October, when I have the summons, I'm just gonna go to court and plead not guilty, and they can go fuck themselves on it because I'll fight it. And what I was seeing today was that a lot of the cases are just being thrown out because
they're suing. They're probably they need to sue the city over the curfew. Like it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, but I felt like I was saying I didn't have like. I don't know. I'm young and I didn't have much to lose, and also I have a responsibility as an ally. So that's pretty much sums it up, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
But also, like, when have we had some shit like this happen in our lifetime?
Exactly.
Yeah, this is all really new shit.
It feels like something from our parents' generation maybe. But I mean, when I was like 15, I was down on Occupy Wall Street, but that wasn't the same. It was like, I mean, it wasn't as many people, and also like it sort of got taken over by like, not to say bums, but like people who just started living at Zuccotti Park. They weren't they weren't protesters. They were just like people. But that was cool. But this is something like I've never seen before.
So if you took the time to listen to this, we just wanted to say thank you. We're not trying to promote ourselves anyway. We just wanted to share Ben's experience. Obviously, things are really tense, and if you want to get involved, we're going to post as many links as we can on our socials. We're going to drop those socials in the description of this video. Feel free to reach out to me or either of you guys if you guys also want people like reaching out to you. We will, with whatever questions that you have, we're all trying to be as involved as possible. And I just wish everybody safety and peace. Fuck 12.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.